When a train runs late or fails to appear, the obvious target for blame is the train operator, in our case, Abellio. However, in assessing the overall pattern of delay and cancellation so as to decide how to ensure improvement, it's worth looking at all the agencies to determine which is actually responsible for what proportion of the problem. One hopes that Michael Matheson and Keith Williams, who will report to him on the railways next year, are mindful that Abellio is just the operator. Failures of service can also be caused by the body which owns the track, signalling and stations, Network Rail, the leasing companies which supply trains and locomotives, since Abellio don't own so much as a wheel, and the manufacturers and refurbishers, Wabtec, Hitachi, Stadler and others, who seem not to have a good record at delivering reliable equipment that is actually more practical and comfortable than that which it replaces. There is no point in taking one link, Abellio, out of the chain unless performance in all the other areas is also brought up to scratch. Proponents of nationalisation should also keep in mind that one serial offender, Network Rail, is already effectively nationalised. Brian Chrystal, Edinburgh EH14. I don't indulge in schadenfreude. I follow the Churchillian maxim of magnanimity and victory. Nevertheless, I have to rejoice in the forthcoming loss by Abellio of the ScotRail franchise. Abellio's ScotRail contract text, the Herald, December 19. If the Habsburgs learned nothing and forgot nothing, then likewise Abellio. The company ignored the lessons of how and why its predecessor First ScotRail lost the franchise, then plunged headlong into alienating us, the passengers. Not once did Abellio listen to us. Abellio's forthcoming loss is a Christmas present to us all. Gordon Casely, Crathus. Anent your banner double headline of today, a shocking failure of lifeline services, the Herald, November 19. I would pose the following question, since it is patently obvious this public information release was buried until the general election was concluded, will the SNP be minded to give all its temporary supporters their votes back? Archie Burley, Skelmorley. As I predicted in my letter of December 5, the Scottish Government held back on the news that the two floundering ships at Ferguson's will cost us poor taxpayers double and be delayed by another 2 years and counting. Taxpayers foot extra £100 million bill as vessels on course to be 4 years late. The Herald, December 19. Clearly the government knew this before the election but chose for party political reasons to delay announcing. Derek Mackay and Nicola Sturgeon should hang their heads in shame for this blatant electioneering deception, but somehow I doubt it. We are supposed to thank them for saving the yard but are told no information. But for more on this story, visit the news article link.